Alright. Let's get our volumes lower, because it's time. As always, it's always time for video game development for the game Kitty Found a Camera, hit video game, adventure game, camera-based video game. Why did my music stop for like a second? Oh well. Today, we're going back to the duplex, because I need, for the trailer of the game, a nice shot of a room, and I want to do Amir's room, which is did the video game work? There we go. Which is this room, because it's almost done. It's almost there. So I want to have a little trash can. Yeah, let's get all of the things that I need here. So yeah, Amir's room, textures, because we got chair, bed, little trash can, books. Are his, I think his hanging clothes I want to change, and then his little thing here will be good enough. This thing, I need to do something better with the hamper. Or it's a little like, I think it's a little basket for his clothes. Basically, very much inspired by my own room, where I had a closet instead of like a dresser. So instead of a shelf or a drawer for my underwear, I just put them in a little basket that I put on the shelf. Okay, but then also hanging clothes. Let's see, do I want anything here for these binders? Or are these good enough? I think the desk and the... Actually, what if I change this to, like, the nice wood? I know what I need. I need a generic grain. Okay. And then his bed, I need to do... And then I think also I want some sort of... Do I want some sort of other clutter here? How tidy should his room be? I think he needs some piles of clothes or something. He's missing something. Let's see, does he have... How many toys does he have? I'm trying to think, like, what toys would, like, a 14 or 13-year-old boy have? Because I think that's how old he is. He does need art supplies, though, so I'll have those as, like, sprites. And then I'm thinking some of his books could be... What kind of books would he have? He'd have comic books, I think? I don't know. Random... What I have on my shelf from my teenage years are some kids' books, or like young teen books, but also things like small nonfiction books. Let's see. Because yeah, I moved most of my, like, kid books from the shelf in this office into... I have, like, 4 other bookshelves. Well, no, I'm lying. I have 2 other bookshelves. But okay, I'm gonna say simple, or like kid-friendly, nonfiction, library. So basically, like, books that we got from the library that we never returned, and now it's been, like, 15 years, so it's like, whatever. You know, so, you know, he got those books at some point, and he's been meaning to return them, but didn't bother. How to draw books, I think? Binders. And journals. Yeah, because I think we can get those in there. And then I'm thinking, what else would he have? I should get him a lamp. 2 lamps, I think. Yeah, I'll say a drawing lamp. Sprites. Lamp. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, what would I have had as a kid? A book bag? which I'm realizing now is called a backpack nowadays. The kids call them that. Okay. And we don't actually need this here, so I'm going to delete these. Because I think the only model that I want is, yeah, the backpack. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And actually, should I make the model... Should I make that just a sprite? I'm going to make that a sprite as well. Oh yeah, we do need one model. A clothes pile. Yeah, what child is complete without a pile of clothing that they have not moved to the hamper for some reason? It's the easiest task in the world. Just put the clothes in the hamper when you're done with them. But for some reason, the poor children, they don't know how to do it. But okay, I think I have all the textures. So yeah, let's just do... Where the hell's duplex? Oh, I'm in the wrong game. Okay. Environment, decor, duplex. It's probably going to be the duplex here. That's probably which one is the duplex. And I might also want... Oh, did Blender freeze? Did my whole computer freeze? Ooh. OBS is not doing well. Hang on. Turn off this computer. Yeah, just turn off that external monitor. Yeah, nothing's going right. I think sometimes what happens is my external monitor just, like, stops participating, and so everything turns to, like, 4 FPS. No, like, 1 FPS... Or, no. 1 frame every, like, 10 seconds is more accurate. Okay, there we go. And it's specifically when Blender's doing something with shaders, I think. But okay. So, all I want to do is... something like this. Smooth. So, is this... why is this... Hang on. Why is this... What the hell did I just do? Center to... there. Okay, so this is now close.sbody. Let's call it amir close. There we go. I think that's a fair place for a pile of clothes to be. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I do kind of want... I think another pile of clothes just down here, maybe? Does that feel sensible? Does that make sense? And I think I also would like maybe some totes in here. Because I'm thinking, like, where else would a kid store things? Probably a box or something down in there. Actually, I can just put a box. I don't have to do anything too fancy with that. Anything fancy. So yeah, let's call that mirror box 1 S body. And these will probably look fine. Did I parent those correctly? Okay, good. Actually, I just realized. There we go. Now these are children of the multi-mesh instead of that. And now that is basically good enough for me. So yeah, I'll just do some generic texture for those. Okay, that's our models. Okay, the chair. I do think I did... I think I got all of these textures saved, didn't I? 11.7 duplex, chair sun. Did I not get those saved? I think I did all of the files. Ah, whatever. Let's just get them again. No, wait, hang on. I swear I have them somewhere. That's not my thing. Probably in here. UVs? Okay, yes, I did get them. I remember now. I was very angry that day. Because I not only did the wrong folder, so I had to duplicate a bunch of work. Like, I set up a whole, like, assembly line, and then I ran it mentally on the wrong thing, basically. And then also copy and paste just stopped working, so I just quit. I just turned off the stream. I was so angry that I was like, this is not even going to be good viewing content. But okay, all of these... Oh wait, I just realized a lot of these I already have. In fact, I don't need most of these. Yeah, I literally only need the books. It doesn't even have the chair. What is wrong with me? Okay, close that. Waste of time. Okay, and this is just a square, so we can do whatever we want with that. The pillow, do I want the pillow? Okay, we got the pillow. Okay, which ones do I actually want? We want this. We want that. We want that. Clothing, clothes hanging we want. Even though it's very easy. Did that not work? Why did video game not work? Will it work now? Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. So now it should actually be what I want. And then my last thing will be the generic grain. Because, yeah, I'm going to use that for one of these. Oh, I see. Okay. Back to the duplex, though. Because something's off. Something's gone awry. Actually, what if I just did that? Oh, wait, hang on. Does that not get me what I had there? What is this? Why is that not there? Okay, that's fine. I know how to fix... Well, I don't know. I guess I'm fine with it being slightly deformed and weird. Because you can see here that this, for example, is not a square anymore. I'll consider that fine. Okay. Back to school. With a lot of you. How big should our things be? I didn't have the bed. I forgot to get the bed as well. I should probably actually look at, like, the textures that I need. Okay, interior, bed, twin. Okay, what are our other things? So yeah, chair, we need the little trash can. And that's in generic, not interior? No. Wait, yes. I just clicked the wrong thing. And I think it's called Trash Can Small. Very brilliant. Okay, what's our next one? Okay, so we got these. We got the books, underwear basket. I'll just open that up again. Because that should be in Project Environment Decor. Duplex. Details? Yeah, details, I think. And then there should be some sort of little hamper thing. Oh, we do got it. I'm stupid. Okay. I knew we got it. Okay, anything else that I need to know about here? The underwear drawer, that's the other one that I want. I want to add a little, like, hamper. Okay, what is our next thing? Anything else from here? I don't think so. Okay, let's go to interior. Make sure I don't have any of the other ones. I do. Of course I do. Duplicating work is my specialty. Oh, wait, actually, hang on. Do we have the pillow in here? Almost certainly. No, this is the other pillow. This is the small pillows that are, like, decorative. So, okay, we do need the actual pillow, I think. Wait, let's double check, though. I think this is the same layout. I don't think it's the same scale, though. Okay, anything else? Do we got a clock in his room? No, we shouldn't have a clock in his room. Actually, would he have a clock? Do people have clocks anymore? Would a kid have a clock? I don't think so, but I do need... I don't know, it feels very sparse. Maybe posters? Posters would make sense. Posters are an easy way to create creativity, or create the illusion of a person catering their space. Also, I am seeing that the little trash can I did not get. Oh wait, because it's there. Okay, don't even save that. Okay. Where's our standard noise? Put that over here. Okay. Where does this go? Environment, decor, interior, probably? And this would be, like, pillow 2? Even though this is the default pillow, and the other pillow is just a tiny one? Okay, let's also export these so I actually know where everything is. I think details, that's fine. Oh, we already have it. I don't care. Yeah, actually, get these books here. Let's actually start putting things in. I don't know why I didn't just go through the extra effort of doing this. Yeah, ta-da. Okay, right. We need this. I still wish I could change like the behavior of dragging an image, so that way I could just drag this image onto the material slot and it would create an instance of this standard UV shader. Because it feels like do most people use like the standard materials? I feel like, I don't know. I've never used the standard materials on purpose. But I guess that's also because I make stylized games. But okay, again, standard UV. Oh, right, I didn't actually save any of the other ones. So that means this one, let's do, how did that work? Oh, I see. I was using the wrong one. This is what I want. Okay. Now, export that as, let's say, clothes hanging Amir 1. That'll be a tricky one. Okay, and that one's already saved. This one, do we have bed twin? It'd probably be an interior. No, if we had it, I would have used it. Okay. And then trash can small. Which I'll actually... Well... No, I'll put that into generic. Okay. Now we have trash can small. There. And so now I can just export these images. I don't have to make those materials again at any point ever. And also, let's make a... I'd say 128 by 128. Oh, wait, no. Save this as our detail. Close pile mirror. There we go. Okay, is that all of these that I need? Let's see. Standard. And then, there. Does this thing have a customizer? Yeah, it does. Okay. So what I can do is, yet again... Yeah, it's just not good enough. I had the idea of, like, that I wouldn't need to have a pillowcase material, but it just didn't look very good to have just the noise. Okay, and this thing... Right, I was intending to have the backboard be a separate thing. Do I want that? I think I don't. Well, no, I think it's fine. Yeah. I'll just have this one be... This might come as a shock. The standard UV with the bed material. And what I can do is I can just have like a custom, like I can just recolor the twin bed texture and to do each thing. You know, give each character a unique bed. But okay. Anything here that is untextured, distinctly untextured, I see a box here. So that'd be clothes hanging. Hanging, there we go. Good enough for now. I'll need to figure out how to do multiple materials on those. Probably just as you might imagine, a texture array. How did I do that with these? Not with that. I am quite happy with how that looks, though. Wait, I'm getting dumb. I need to go to box. There we are. Ta-da! Yeah, some cardboard boxes full of who knows what. He has other stuff in here. We should probably get, I think some shoes would be good. I'm going to put that in here as well. Shoes, or Sprite. Shoes. I'm going to say like tennis, shoes, dress, shoes. Because he usually wears the sandals, and then maybe some like running shoes. He seems like a cross-country kid. In fact, let's see what our hanging clothes would be. Probably like a dress or like a suit. Would you hang a jersey? Maybe. Cool, ironic shirt. I don't know, I guess that's fine. Okay. So let's go to the chair. Or let's do, I guess, just start with the pillow, I guess. Okay. What is right for a pillowcase? I'm going to say a sort of white color and then a sort of blue color. This will be crazy. This will be... So let's do like a... This will be like amir. Let's test this. This will be pillow to amir. Yeah. And now we can put these to good use. Would a kid have matching pillows? That feels wrong. I don't care, though. Let's see how that looks. So is that actually how a pillow looks? It vaguely resembles a pillow, I think. Hang on, I need to look at pillowcases. Because, yeah, I'm trying to think with my big brain, what is the features of a pillowcase that I need? Okay, so this is sort of the vibe that I'm going for. Having the little thing at the end, so I think... Yeah, what I'm missing here is probably a seam between the two. So we'd probably want, like, something slightly bigger... Like that. And then I'm going to say right here... Wait, actually, what if I add a multiply of a low opacity? And then we do this. What am I looking for? Why is this? Oh, I see. It needs to be a little bit darker. Oh, because... There we go. Okay. Because this color... Yeah. Okay, how does that feel? Getting there. I think I'd also want maybe a little bit here. Did I save the right thing? I don't think I did. But okay, I'm also going to do that right there. Oh, right, we need that removed. Alright. Pillow 2. Delete that one. Okay, anything here that does not feel very pillow-like to me. I think it's fine. The main thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to add the same thing on this side of, like, having 2 lines here, so that way we have a bit more stitching. So now it feels like, you know, it's one piece of fabric that's been stitched into a shape. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, that vaguely resembles a pillow. I think people could identify that. But what I might do is also add a smidge of lighter color right in here. So if we get this color, I'm thinking just ever so slightly lighter. I somehow did the opposite. Oh, wait, I didn't do the opposite. There we go. So yeah, now it's like, it's slightly worn from being laid on a lot. See that in action? Yeah, okay. Just interesting enough that it's like, okay, that's a pillow with a shape to it now, instead of just a flat texture with the same filter that everything else has. But okay. Next up. Hide the pillow. Amir's books. That seems like it's going to be a lot of work. Also, why did I lay it out so badly? Like, I can do so much better. Yeah, hang on. This looks terrible. These UVs are unacceptable for my high standards. Well, do I actually care? Well, I gotta open this up anyway, because I gotta see where all the textures are, so let's actually just... Yeah, do I want to do anything? No, I don't want to change anything. What I'm going to do instead, though, is I do need to get each of these, for example. That's convenient for me. Actually, let's put this back where it was. Okay. So yeah, let's get each book texture here. I feel like I could just do a lot better, though. There's like an extra, you know, there's an extra like 15% of texture that I could get out of this. Yeah, it's gonna bother me. Okay, I'm gonna make these textures actually look good. Wait, also remove that. And I'm also going to figure out which of these is the top, which of these is the front. Stuff like that. Okay. Front. Back. So I'm fine with the back being upside down, which would in fact make it easier for me to figure out which one is which. You know, I never had allergies before, but I think since moving to Seattle, I've started getting allergies in the spring. But okay, so it was, top was, yeah, this one was, yeah, okay. Have this one be upside down, so that way we can put this here or something like that, maybe. No, I won't bother with that yet. I'll just keep these here. And then... Okay, so this is the front of the book. I'll do that. Basically, back of the book, front of the book. Back of books are upside down. Front of books are not upside down. Which actually is a horrible idea, because then I'll, like, not be able to, like, move them in the right place, so... No, I think... I'm just trying to figure out... Well, first of all, why is this side bigger than this side? I think I'd like to do this. Huh. Are these... I think... Okay. I think now... These are all lined up, except for the fact that for some reason this one is just inexplicably shorter than these two. Because we can see all these, for example. So I horizontally align them so that way we can get our books perfectly aligned. I think. Yeah, okay. That'll be good enough for that one. Alright, so this one is the front. So I'll do it the same way, where I have basically front, top, back. There we go. This one will be tricky. I know what to do. Get this, so that way I can figure out who's who here. Okay. 90. Front. So presumably this would be like that. Okay. Double check all of these that are correct. Yeah. Back to front, and then this one... Okay, this should be the top, so... There we go. There's like crows swooping around outside my house. It's very awesome. Okay. Wait, hang on. Oh, I didn't realize these are all part of the same book. Okay. So yeah, first of all, get these organized. Like, I don't know, that's probably good enough. Yeah, because, I mean, we know that this is going to be... wait, hang on. The book would be like this, wouldn't it? Yeah, this would be the top of the book, so we need to do... that. So yeah, top of the book. Then this is the paper, so that means that this would be this side, the spine, which we barely even really need. But let's keep it anyway. Okay, yeah, that's the correct orientation there, and I don't care about the paper, and I don't care about these two, because I can see with my eyes what these are going to be doing. Yeah, okay. That looks perfect. Is that all we got? Okay, yeah. Admittedly, now that I've set it up this way, I don't know if I'm actually going to get any benefit from doing that, because I'm probably just going to put all of these... What am I going to do, actually? I don't like that there. Well, no, I guess... No, this does have some benefit, because I can move this... I can squeeze this into here. Gets just a little bit more room there. And I think actually, yeah, if I just squeeze these wherever I deem fit, that'll probably give us more space, and then I can... Oh. And I'll try to make it so basically, like, this corner will be where I resize from. Okay, and this I gotta remember is the back of the bookshelf. Yeah, because admittedly, the whole like appeal, or like one of the main appeals for me was gonna be making it so that I could like vertically align these and then just like do a rectangle select here, and then all of these would have the same color for like the covers. But oh well. I think there's more to be done here. I feel. Yeah, because look at how much space we got. And what if I just move this here and then figure out how to put this somewhere else? What if I just make this smaller? Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, there we go. We got, like... We can get, like, 5% extra size. But hey, I mean, 5% times 5%, that's like 25%. So yeah, we got more pixels per pixel now. Oh. I feel like there is plenty more space here. Like, I could figure out how to, like, cram these two together in one spot. And I would do that by moving this here. Moving this here. Doing that? Is that anything? No, that doesn't... No, you can see there's way too much space there, because then I'd have to move these around and I'd be... Okay, well, I'll get the 5% there. And this now means I also know where everything is. Front of the bookshelf, back of the bookshelf, with this being the... Or, no, top, with this being the front, this being the back. Back of the bookshelf. And these are all the same way, except this one, which is left to right rather than top to bottom. And then these are spine, face of the, like, pages. And then these are just the top and bottom. Then that's the cover. Okay. So now we have much better books. Okay. Actually, it's probably 256, I'd say. Wait, how big did... Yeah, 256. That's plenty of space. Okay, so that one goes bye-bye, UV. And now let's make sure that all of this works together in perfect harmony. Let's say layout. This will just be our like flat colors to make sure everything is arranged how it should be. I can't use shift. Oh wait, no. I don't even need to use shift because I just need to do that. There we go. It is weird that they use a gray outline and then a green that is like the exact same like value. So it's completely impossible to see where the outline is out here. Oh well. And I'll also make sure, actually, let's do this. No. This. There we are. Just to make sure that everything is done the way that I expected it to be. Because then these have that color. I should probably put this on the other... Hang on. Pages... Test... And actually, we can even do this easier. And I'm realizing this actually isn't a very smart layout, because if I had it going the other way, I could have like had one rectangle for both of these, and then it's perfectly continuous, but I also am not going to be doing that. And I can just look at it with my eyes, since it's like 5 pixels wide. Oh wait, no, all of these are supposed to go down this deep. There we are. Okay. And this, for now, I'll just make it a light yellow. So yeah, if we go books again... Take your time. Oh yeah, I guess I did change the UV layout, so... Okay. We can see the books working. And it's very unlikely the player will actually be able to see these unless they just push the camera up there, which is trivial, so I guess it is pretty likely. Okay, these ones will be a little bit trickier because they aren't vertically aligned. But oh well. Oh wait. Let's just call it that. Okay. Maybe we just do, like, 1 pixel, and then what I'm going to do is, like, split it off by 2 pixels in some random locations. Oh, wait, I just realized. And eventually these will all be multiple books, probably, at some point. Wait, we don't even need this. Okay. So yeah, thankfully this will be much easier. But yeah, let's divide this up into 2 books, probably. Were these... Yeah, these are vertically aligned, so we can do probably something like this. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it's like 2 pixels wide. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, 2 pixels off. Okay, nice. And I like that there. So that is, who cares? I'll just line it up manually. And then this one, though, I will actually merge in this direction. Let's see. Stopping by to say hello. Have to go shopping. Hi. I'm doing well. Making a bookshelf today. Enjoy the store. But okay. What's the last one? I think here we don't need this. Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we had to make this 2 pixels bigger, not 2 pixels smaller. Wrong. Oh, I see. Thanks. Okay, that's lined up relatively well, and we can see these are, This one could be 1 pixel wider on this side, so let's just do that. And then I'd say 1 pixel wider here. And I'm going to call that the actual layout. Thank you, Godot. Or Krita. Because, yeah, it seems to be... It's not the keyboard itself, because I've done... The Alt key sticks on multiple keyboards. It's not the USB hub, because that's what I changed recently. So I guess it really is just, I don't know, game bad. No, Windows bad, I should say. Okay, let's also get the... Let's get these here a little bit better. Oh yeah, I can just do this. And then I can just, like, you know, carve out little places. Okay. So yeah, like right there. Yeah, this will be easy. And I'll probably just use this. I might round out this edge a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and then we can use different colors for each of those. I probably want more, more things here. Did I, like, bisect this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, okay. Perfect bisection. I can do that here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'd just be 2 pixels right here. Probably perfect. As usual. Yeah, good enough. Hmm. And then let's actually do this last one. I'll just make that one. I guess, yeah, we'll do both of these. Hmm. There we go. Oh, wait, no. That needs to be right here. And let's do... I'm going to say... This might be a crazy thing. I'm going to put pages on these books. I'm going to make them about yay big. Yeah, this will be like a comic series or something that he's reading. And they'll be... I'll just kind of eyeball it, because, you know, comic books are not exactly the same size every time. What comic would he like? What should this be based on or in reference to? Maybe I make a new original comic series. Super small one here? Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, yes. This is exactly... We do this, so that way... That is that. Okay. That could be fun. Though, admittedly, I don't have any comics that would be in a multi-volume set like this. But I do like self-promotion. But okay. Oh, wait. We gotta actually export this thing. And I think, Oh, wait, I was like... I was trying to figure out which one of these is which, but I just remembered. It's literally completely obvious. Because basically these are like... This one is this side. And the small side is the one with the pages, because this is basically a binder. Okay. So now, the only things I'd want are probably to divide up these larger books into 2. That'd be easy. Actually, what if I make this one a smaller one? So it's going to be like 3 little books. Not that big. And then this one. How do I want to do this? I'm going to do... that, and then I'll try to figure out... So 4, 6, and 6. That's probably right. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's divide that one up. I'll just divide it in half. Yeah, I'll just perfectly eyeball this. No, that's not the right place. There we go. Oh, I see. I should have, this here. There we go. Okay. I don't like that book. I don't like these books being so big. And I also don't like now any of these gaps with 3 pixels. That's too large. I'm fine with the 2 pixel gaps, but not these 3 and 4 pixel gaps. Oop. There we are. That means this should definitely be... Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, this will be perfect for 3 books. Which is giving myself a lot of work, but that's fine. Okay, anything else? Okay, these ones are all 1. That's perfect. Okay, now it's not so weird and wobbly and bad looking. And see, I'm going to make this like a manga or something. And that would be, I'd say... What would it be, actually? I know, let's get some shading in here. So yeah, because we're going to need, I don't know, something or other. See, it'll be... Actually, it won't actually be that difficult to make this part, because I'll just do the lines here and then just move them over to match the UVs. That'll probably work. And let's actually put a little shade right here, and I don't need to do UV... I don't need to check this like every single time. Oh, wait. There we are. Oh. Now I'm thinking, where else should I shade? Should I shade all of this in the same layer? Yeah, I probably will. And I'll just do all of the shading, like, I guess just slight details at least. You know, because we can then have... I should have done this from the start, where I just have 2 lines, so that way... Oh, wait, no. I don't want that. Yeah, because what I actually want is like that. There we go. That's what I want. Wait, why do I even... I don't even need to, like, do this part of the book, because this part's gonna be, like, invisible. Oh, well. The player might move the camera to deliberately look at the back of the books. You can never be too careful. Actually, make it even bigger. And then it's even easier. There we go. See, I'm trying to think, what else can I talk about? I always do this, where I'm doing a bunch of artwork, and I just don't know what I should be talking about. I guess I have been thinking of doing a webcomic, if we're talking about comics. Because I do want some sort of little project again. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that, though. But oh well, I'll mention it again. That is a thing I'm considering, because I have several projects that I want to do. And it's always, I guess it's never a question of, like, if I have enough time to do something, because I can make time if I want to. It's more a question of, like, will I have the motivation? Or will it be too stressful and not worth it? But okay. Let's see this at least. It's okay. Nah, basically fine. Okay. Now I just have to figure out how to align this, which actually, yeah, this is going to be pretty easy, because I just literally copy and paste this thing. Ta-da. I think this one will probably be the trickiest. No, that's about right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good enough. See, this is the right way to do these, right? Probably. And I guess for these ones, I don't know why, I'm just going to make these ones a little bit special. Okay. Because I guess it is the biggest books. And the biggest books deserve the most interesting pixels. Right, which side is which? I don't care. I'm just gonna make both of these, do that. That'll be fine. There we go. Actually, where is... I'll put something here, maybe. Okay. Okay. All the books have their basic layout. Also, I've just realized all of these have literally like 5 pixels of space. So there's going to be absolutely no way to make anything coherent. So how do I want to do the books then? I know. Pages, let's do like covers. So that should be, there we go. Yeah, I made this just a little bit too low res. I want this to actually be white, I think. Ooh. Let's do a deep blue. That'd be fun. I should have kept this on a separate layer, but oh well. And you know, what if Amir accidentally bought a second copy of Volume 4? That'd be fun. No, wait, no. These are 2 different size books, though. These, yeah, they're basically good. And then let's have this one be like I. because that's the only letter that I can fit in here. Yeah, there's no way to make that precise. Okay. Yeah, yeah, no more thing there. Okay, I kind of want, what do I want, really? I'm just kind of making a cool looking cover at this point. Hmm. What else do I want on this? I kind of want a tree off on this side. Hang on. Sample our single layer. Interesting. Oh, I see. Because of that. Okay. Fair enough. Hmm. Actually, let's move this. So I want this little eye here to be more like here. There we go. Okay, there we are. And then I'm going to have a little bit more, something like this. Okay. I want to read whatever comic this is. It seems interesting. Hmm. Yeah, okay. That seems neat. Hmm. And let's actually add a little bit of a thing, maybe, right here, of like some sort of fake emblem that would be on a publisher's book. Something like that. Do I want this actually? Does that make it look better? No, I don't like it. Just cooler without it. So you know why make a thing that's realistic? Okay. So I want make a little how to draw book or something like that. I'm gonna make it yellowish orange like this, maybe. Oh wait, hang on. Where's our UVs? Okay, so we can't go that far. This music's kind of scaring me. But okay, this one I'm actually going to put a little logo or something. Oh wait, that's in the wrong place. Oh well. Maybe we should have some sort of, I don't know, something here like that. Maybe. That's some sort of logo, maybe. Nah, let's just call it that. Okay. Alright, how to... Actually, that looks better. To... Draw. Okay. Hmm. Did I say this was going to be 3 pages or 2 volumes or whatever the heck this is? Ah, well. I think we might do another, like, 2-volume set here of, like, a thing and then another thing. Shocking, I know. Hmm. So another, like, 1 and then 2. Yeah, good enough. And I have no idea what that is. Where's our UV? Oh, I see. I'm gonna say this one's just gonna call like plants or something. And then we'll have like a little globe or something. Yeah, let's just do it the easy way. Actually, I realized I was literally writing... Well, I don't get it. Wait, no, I do get it. I was sideways because I wanted to write the text in an easy way. That makes sense. How did I forget that? I'm the one doing it. Oh, well. I don't know. That seems fine. So yeah, school books. Some of these are probably just going to be like notebooks. Let's do some of those. I probably shouldn't... I don't care. I'll do the tallest books. Yeah, all of these can just be journals or something. See, I'm gonna skip the album with lyrics in it.
Logging in. Welcome, user. Are you ready to begin?
Get like a dark green or something here. So I think it's, I think it goes from here to like here. One before that, like, pixel there. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's see, looking at my actual binders, I'm gonna make this one like gray. Or no, I'm gonna do, yeah, this thin one here. Let's make it white. Or actually this color of the pages. And basically I'll also have, like that. I got a little, it's a little binder or something. Double check how that actually looks. I think it'd look better if I did a good job. Basically like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, whoops. Put that on covers there. There we go. Maybe something like this. Hmm. Do I want another binder? That'd be... Let's see. I might do a book here. Does seem like a very small book, though. Ah, well. Okay. And then what I want is something like this, where it's like an old style book. So it's either a fancy journal or something else. I don't think this even reads as like what I'm intending. That's fine. Though also, I kind of want to make these parts of the pages flipped 180 degrees, because you're going to be typically looking at them from above. Look at that. Now it reads like a book from this perspective, which actually I'm not even sure if that's the perspective we'll be seeing it from. But oh well. Oh, I see. Our little numbers on this one. Hang on. Is that this one? Okay, there we go. I have a bold creative choice here. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this color, I'm going to lighten it a little bit. I'm going to have more like page binding like ridges here. So that way it's a little bit more... How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the books that I see in my office. So I'll do that. Maybe like 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. Actually, what if I have a little label on this one? And that'd have like a little like drawn or something there. And actually, we can have all sorts of little things here. Okay. Let's stop getting distracted. Let's get some more... Let's just finish out the rest of these books. And this one, I think, what if we even did 6 things here? Actually, where would you put 3 of them? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we only got 2 more books to go, and also for some reason my Wait, did I do these wrong? Oh, I did these wrong. Okay. It's because these 2 are actually going to be red. They're supposed to be there. Okay. And then I'm going to do like a dictionary or something. Actually, hang on. I'm going to look up Urdu. Okay. Urdu English Dictionary. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we have a little logo here. Is that up to the top there? That seems good. Okay. And then, is this missing anything? Hang on. Let's do that. Okay, I like that. Okay, so then I gotta figure out what these books are. Let's see, what do I have on my bookshelf? A white image, or a white book. The Animator's Survival Kit would be a fun one. Let's see, I wonder how distinct that'd be. How easily identifiable. I'm gonna look at that book closely. And then it goes... Actually, we need a teeny tiny little gradient here. How do we go... What is our... What if we did linear? I know what to do. Okay. go to like yellow. Yeah, that feels fine enough. Actually, I should probably... Let's copy and paste this. Because otherwise it's going to die from the PNG export. Let's just say, yeah, I gotta actually try. Oh, it's capital. Just barely enough to say animators. Okay, and then there's a little thing right here. Let's see, what other books do I want to look at? All right, hang on. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look at the things that I have. Oh wait, hang on. I just realized. Before I do that, let's make sure that all these look pretty good. Why is it not doing the thing that I'm pressing the button to do? There we go. Okay. Okay. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. I found some fun ones. Okay, so this is already looking kind of like the new way things work. So let's try to do that in here. So we're going to put a little mammoth. Because I forgot I had that. I think it was a gift from my grandma. Or at least the original one that I got was. Because I either got the way things work or the new way things work from her. Let's see, let's get a little... some tiny little dot eyes. And then a little trunk, maybe? How do we get a trunk in here? Maybe like this? Okay, and then we'll get our little tusks in here. Does that look like an elephant? I think it's basically as good as I'll get it. And then I'll have this turn white. Okay, and let's try to mimic the look of this. So it's going to be some chips. Like do an N. This will be hard. Orange for little transistors. Or I think some sort of little computer gizmo gadget. And then a key for W. Man, imagine the like 3 people on Earth who will recognize what this is. They'll be so happy. Let's see if I can get this even smaller. Actually, you can do an A like that. Okay, I got also Bridgman's Guide, Complete Guide to Drawing from Life. Let's try getting that in here. That's sort of a tannish peach color about here. A little bit more saturated, actually. I think because we got that multiply layer from the grunge texture. Actually, I'm going to lower the opacity of that a smidge. Yeah, that feels about right. I don't want it to be so uniform. I'm seeing that now with these textures of like, it just feels like, I guess just because when there's big flat things. Oh wait, hang on. What is this thing? Why is this doing that? Chair. There we go. Yeah, I suppose it's only really the case when I use big flat materials of like you can super see that I'm just using the same like the style of texture over and over again. But oh well. I really like this box set. Makes me want to write a comic where I make a box set that's nice. But okay, let's ignore that. Let's do a dark red here. I kind of want to have less... Oh wait, I just realized I'm drawing this in the wrong place. And you know what? I have a little sticker on mine from the bookstore. I should have been doing that from the start.
Logging out.
Let's do... Well, I only got a few more. Now I'll have to figure out, like, funny things to add. Hmm. What if I just have, like, it's my style or something? My feeble little brain is trying to draw some good, Oh wait, I needed this. There we go. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we need more not drawing books. Let's see. I want something about medicine because I think in typical stereotypical immigration, second generation immigrant, he wants his son to be something successful like a doctor or engineer or something. But the son wants to be an artist. You know, typical stuff. Okay. What if this is Grey's Anatomy? I should make sure that this is how it's spelled. Okay. Grey's Anatomy. I knew it was EY. Probably because... Oh wait, hang on. Is it AY? For the, like, extremely famous book? Is that a thing? Okay. AY. Alright. Well, I can't win them all. At least they were nice enough to, like, use a different spelling of the word. I think actually I need smaller letters, surprisingly. Oh, that's a little bit too... Let's see. I feel like I can make an N that's narrower than that, but I don't know how. Same with an M. Surely there's a way to make it less than 5 pixels wide for it to still be identifiable. Alright. Get some of this stuff a little bit more condensed. Yeah, this just feels so wide compared to this, because now we got the M. Vaguely identifiable? But without that, it's just not an N. It's an H. Nah, whatever. That's fine enough. Oh, also. And we need something or other here. Is this... I think it needs to now be 1 pixel this way. I can't decide. The final authority will be how I feel about it when I look at it here. What if we just had... I want to look up a book about wolves. Book. So many AI-generated things. This sucks. Okay. What I wanted was like some sort of like nature book. You know, because if you look up like birds, people aren't weird about birds. Like you look up bird book and it's like, here's birds. And you look up a book about wolves, it's like the wolf pack. Wolves of the spirit. Yeah, like this is kind of what I'm looking for. Something that's just like about wolves. I'm just gonna type like wolves in the wild or something like that. Or no, I'm just gonna write a different thing. Let's do like a bluish. Let's do like a green or something. And we're gonna have like I don't know. I think I want, actually no, I want one more pixel this way. Yeah, that seems fair. And then I want kind of like something like this. Oh, except get rid of this. Thank you, Godot. Thank you, Krita, for like struggling to be able to get me my dang whatever I'm trying to get. I'm trying to hold Alt now. It's no longer able to like just hold Alt, but okay. Let's just put this as like wolves. I wonder if I can get the letter N in here. Is that actually identifiable as an A? Okay, that seems fair enough. Then I'll do a little bit like this. And also, what if I did something like this? No, I want... What do I want here? Wait, no. We don't want that. Yeah, that feels fine enough. Okay, 2 more books. I don't know. Maybe one of these ones is just copied again. And it's just going to be the third one. I'm fine with that. That was the wrong button, but oh well. Probably about the right place. I don't like this one. Too dumb, I'd say. I'm just gonna put some random nonsense here. Yeah, that's basically text. And I'll put, let's hide that. Real, actually, yeah, real books. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Real book. Okay. I'd say this is probably fine. I think that gives us tons of stuff to know about this kid. Way more than anyone ever needed to know. Okay, that is like the chair. No, we haven't even done that yet. Is the pillow even in here? But okay, we got the comics, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. Man, I'm gonna say, do I care about the textures on these? I kind of have to. Now that I've done the desk. Wait, where's the other one? This one we don't need. Okay, where's our desk drawing? Why is this not opening up in the folder that this is in? Oh well. It does the wrong thing by default no matter what I want it to do. Okay, where's the desk stuff again? Hang on. Desk drawing details. Then it should be in here. Is it in textures? Duplex? Ah, okay. Yeah, this goes to decor, duplex, details. Let's just put it in here. Okay. Okay. Duplex, Amir's room. Let's just say Amir's room textures. Okay. So this thing, I know. First of all, we need the grunge folder. And then we put this underneath the paper. Huh? With whom am I speaking? Okay, I guess this... paper. There we are. There we go. Okay, now we got binders and stuff. And then I can do, admittedly, this should probably also be just the same color as like we use for everything here. And then I'm going to make this grunge maybe a little bit narrower. Okay. Where's our UV? Did I just delete the UVs? I'm dumb. Why'd I do that? Oh well. What if I just kinda drew randomly here? Actually, what even is this? Where am I? What is this? Oh, I see. I'm literally on the noise. The background has this? Why does it have that? Oh, I think I get it. Okay, I think all of these... Okay. If I did this and then I had like this, for example... I don't know, like that. Let's see if this is correct. I'm basically... I think what I did was I set it up so that like... This is where the paper is, or all of the sides of all of these things are here. Okay, yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's basically fine. What I'll do is I'll basically just make this a little bit softer. Oh wait, no. Make that brighter, make this softer. And then we can have like a wonderful thing here. Actually, make this a multiply. Probably should have done this. Let's do like that. All right. Okay. That seems fine, except for the fact that here I can see a little bit of this red. Let's do like that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. And now my last little bit will be probably to add some stickers to this thing. So I'm thinking basically just put little barcodes on these things. I have no idea where any of the stuff is, so I'm just going to put these in kind of random spots. And these will all be sort of a dark, like that. Then they might have like a little bit of text at the bottom here. I wish it didn't have to warn me every single time I do that, but oh well. We need more stickers, I think. Now, what if we just have, like, a random, like, thing here? And it says something like, I don't know. Like, for whom? What is this even? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm thinking, is this, like, is this the middle of the book? Let's just have it say fucking nothing particularly interesting, and then we're gonna have another one, like, here. Because I want there to just be at least a smidge of detail. Boom. There we are. And do I want anything more with this dresser? Or this desk? I could do with, like, a handle or something, but I kind of don't care. Yeah, I'll say that's good enough for that. That wasn't even on the thing. Oh, wait, it was, kind of. Okay. So the books are done. The chair, let's see. Let's get a blender. I accidentally opened it twice, but that's okay. I just like Blender that much. The second instance is not faring very well. There we go. It took a little bit. But okay, so I'm thinking go to this chair. Why did I design it this way? And like, so, okay, if these are in the center, that makes sense. Okay, so all of this stuff is going to be gray. So just that color. At least I did this in a kind of reasonable way. And then I'm thinking, get a darker color here. All right, and this should be like multiply. There we go. And then I think, what if we had some kind of gray here? Then like a little pixel of something or other. I don't know. Then it kind of just goes around in a circle. All right, let's see how close this is to approximating a chair. Honestly, that could just be the chair. That could be fine. I think the one thing I'd do is I would change the, maybe the color of the wheels. Maybe I don't care that much. Yeah, you know, I don't care that much. Okay, that's a chair. Looks perfect. Okay, get the bed. I need to figure out... Hang on. I should not keep closing Blender, because I do need to figure out, like, what the heck I'm doing. Yeah, because if I did, like, if we select this, like, what is the top of this? Okay, so the top of that is this one. Oh, right, because it's all one sheet. I forgot. Okay. So basically, if we come out over to here, we can have a blanket like this. Okay, I'm going to have... We're going to make this less saturated, I think. And a bit lighter. Yeah, that seems fair. And I think he'd have, I'm going to say gray sheets. And then, yeah, basically, I think that's a fair blanket color. Okay, so let's think about it in terms of this. So, like, this is the side of the bed. I'm gonna have a big blanket just come and pile it up over here. Oh yeah, and we don't even need to worry about that because that's the frame or whatever. And then this side I'm also gonna have here. And this side as well. What would I want actually? Yeah, I guess this is fine for now. We'll do something like this, and then we'll have kind of like that. Yeah, let's see this in action. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, this is correct. Okay. So our standard, what is this? Bed twin? Okay. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay. There we go. And that's how a bed looks. Oh. Okay, so let's do maybe a little bit darker, deeper blue. Maybe a little bit less dark and less deep. See, so probably right about there, right about here maybe. And then I kind of want like whatever the intended size of it is, where it's like subtly I'll try to figure out what I want for this, but basically like I imagine it's like a comforter where there's like these little ridges where the stitching is. Yeah, I'll see if this actually even makes sense at all. Okay. Oh, wait, no. Get, that. Yeah, see a bit more detail on here. basically a bed. And then I just need to figure out what I want to do with this. Probably like some sort of shading. Do kind of like that, and then maybe like some sort of like seams here. Or no, like folds here basically of like that. I think kinda, I know. We'll have like a black down here, and this represents where the bed is no longer. Yeah, we'd have a similar thing on this side. Okay. I keep doing the wrong thing, but that's okay. Good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, little trash can. So, if I look at my little trash can, it's white with things on it. Or with trash in it. Okay. I think that's kind of the gist of it. And that's going to be in generic. T for trash can small. It's not going to be in here because I put it in the wrong place. Decor interior trash can small. Oh, right. It's here. Hang on. Well, close it there. Because it's in the wrong place. Because, yeah, trash cans go in generic, not interior. And I already had it twice. There we go. Okay. So this is the exterior. No. Yeah, who is who here? Okay, so all of this... Okay, so these two... That's a weird thing there. Okay, well... Not the worst thing I've designed. But certainly not the best. Okay, so I'm thinking a little bit of gray on either side of this. And then we'd probably do like a... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, these two are both vertical. And then nobody cares about this part, but I actually will care about this part. Because that's the, like, underside, I think. Yeah, fair enough. And then what I do is I'm gonna get the bag. Oh, wait, hang on. We need, let's do a little bit of this. Because I need a bag. Okay, this will be like this. And actually I'm realizing the best way to do this is to also have some shading underneath the bag. Because as in real life, things under other things get dark. Okay. Shading. There we go. And I'm saying this. Oh, wait, no. Like the other one, lower saturation, more lightness. There we go. Okay. Where is generic? There. Also, did I get the toilet? I'll do that later. There we go. Okay. Basically good enough. So yeah, then what we do is we're gonna have some, probably gray in here or something, I don't know. I'm thinking basically... What if we actually get this and do a little bit lighter? And then I'm even going to go a little bit darker here. And then, yeah, stuff. Let's see if this makes any sense at all. Kind of. I think basically what I'll just do is just, I don't know, get some, like, trash. Shocker, I know. Let's get, I don't know, other paper colors. Because yeah, I'm thinking most of a trash can is napkins, tissues. Especially these little trash cans that are just kind of like in a room. Like, what else is he going to put in here? I guess maybe like candy wrappers or something? They wouldn't let him eat food in his room. There's bad manners. That's fine. Okay. Then we're gonna do probably this color. Thereabouts. Anything else that I would want in here? I don't think so. My music died. And I'm going to put maybe a little bit of like this or something on each side. Yeah, that seems fair. Eh. Okay, now the biggest things left to do are his hanging clothes. We can do the little hamper pretty easily. Because basically what I want is to get, I think these 4. Get something like this and something like this. And then just kind of like swirl these around in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a little cut out a little grid. So we can get like all of these in here. We probably don't even really need to pretend because it's going to be, I just want it to be small enough that it doesn't feel like, or I guess I just want the holes that are small enough that it doesn't feel like there's anything important in here. And let's get some like darker textures in here as well. Yeah, I'll try to show what I mean. Alright, whoops. What is this? This is going to be baskets. Weave? Close enough. Let's actually get some corners in here as well. Okay. And now what I want is basically just a grid. Get this in here. Let's do... Oh, wait. This. 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 Yeah, let's just do a grid of like 2 little things versus 1 little thing here. Okay. There we are. This will be weave again. Yeah, we wave, that's basically correct. And I think here... Yeah, that feels about right. Okay. So you can see what I'm going for. There we are. Okay. Okay. This should now give me exactly what I want. Where is that? It'd probably be in duplex details. There we go. Look at that. It's like a dang old shelf of some sort. Or like a little basket of some sort, like a laundry hamper almost. Oh, we're gonna need quite a few of these, so I'm gonna just do, yeah, you know what. Mirror. We'll have like dress. Or let's say like formal. Jersey. I don't know. What the heck else did I say? Cool shirt. Okay, those will be our policies there. Okay, we don't need that. Don't need that. Did I say this was going to be... How many days did I think this would take? Probably. Okay. I don't know. I think 1 day might be pushing it. Well, I guess I can just say, like, if anything isn't done in a day, then I'll just not get it done. So the clothes better... So I think the next important thing is the clothes pile, because I can just not open this door for the trailer. I'm really happy with this bookshelf. It feels like an actual bookshelf that a kid would have. Or a teenager, I guess. You know, eclectic stuff. But okay, Amir's room, yet more textures. Do we even have a drive folder? No, we don't, do we? Yeah. And we don't need to change anything here. I don't think, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, what are the things that don't actually matter here? I'm gonna say these are less important. Okay, and that's done, that's done. Okay, generic grain gray. Do I need... Yeah, I guess I do want that. That'll be very easy. Oh wait, wrong one. This is my masterpiece. Okay. Environment textures. I think this is going to be noise, grain. And yeah, the value of this is going to be that now I can go into here and we can do like a triplanar. That's fine. Oh, interesting that it chose to do that. And I'm actually going to make this ever so slightly darker and maybe a bit blue. And then let's do the same thing with the... Actually, let's make the floor color a smidge brighter and ever so slightly yellow. So that way, we fake some lighting in here, even when it's very, like, plain. I think this could look a little bit better, but oh well. Okay, we need now the clothes. So I'm going to just kind of start drawing clothes. Alright, shorts. What color would the shorts be? Maybe like a black? With red stripes. So let's have that, and then we're gonna have like this. Ooh. And let's double check that this actually... Wait, where the hell did I put this thing? Duplex. No, environment decor duplex details. Okay. And then some kind of shirt here. Yeah, that's what shirts look like. Let's do another shirt, basically. You know, we should probably have this whole thing be slightly yellow. I feel like that's what clothes are in real life. I don't know, what else would he have? Multiple pairs of pants? That makes sense to me. Multiple gym shorts. I think he has like a bunch of gym shorts. So like that, basically. It looks more like a skirt, but I guess like clothes are kind of unidentifiable when you lay them on the ground. And they like fold up. Oh, let's change it slightly. More like that. Yeah, that feels fine. And actually, we need tank top. And I'm thinking, in another case, let's do filter, or no, let's, yeah. Another one where we want this to be a little bit, well, actually, I kind of want it to be as it was, in terms of lightness. In fact, what if we amp up the intensity there? That feels okay. Oh wait, hang on, my chat? Okay, there we go. For some reason, the chat was invisible for a bit. Alright, let's do some easy stuff. Dark socks. Slightly lighter gray there. I guess boxers probably. That's probably what these are. And then more socks. How's this coming along? More socks. I think that's the real thing here. More socks and underwear, so various shades of just kind of gray, I think. What the heck was that transition? That was an actual transition in the album. What the heck? Okay, I'm also going to add just a little bit of like an outline here. Probably like this color. I'll just have everything on a bed of socks. Man, and there's other characters where, like, I want, like, even more mess. That's gonna be a while. I guess it's okay. I'll probably just do it off-stream, like, with a podcast or something, though. Because, yeah. I think it's one of those things where it puts me in a flow state, and that's good for work, terrible for streaming. Oh, well. Because, yeah, it's just enough work that I can't really talk through it. And I think once I have enough of these, I'm also then going to come back and add some more clothes. I think the big thing is we need more overlapping clothing. That'll be my next thing. So what if I did, like, just some random lines, and then I slowly start to, like, make them make sense? I could have, like, this come out, and this... Yeah, this feels very, now, teenage boy, of just, like, you're tired, and so you just disrobe, switch to whatever other clothing you have, don't even bother to put it in the hamper, which would take, like, 4 seconds. Actually, take like 2.5 seconds to literally just put the clothes in the hamper. But you can't be bothered. You're a teenager with important things going on. Still really happy with this little book series. But okay, we need up in this corner. And I think we kind of don't need anything else. Yeah, if we go around here, take care of this part, and then I add just a few more pieces of clothing that are just actually, like, overlapping. Wait, hang on. I'm going a bit too... not random enough. Yeah, because this is supposed to be, like, little bits of completely chaotic. It's a bit too regular. Because I was thinking of it like laying out bricks or stonework or something. But yeah, we don't need to think about like the aesthetic appeal of each particular shape like I would with like a stonework. Or like its practicality and strength and stuff like that. Okay. See if that is all of the major texture that we need. Yeah, okay. So yeah, now the last thing, put some more pants in here. Okay, I'm thinking... So this is close 3. I don't want to lose too much of that sock. I put a lot of work into that sock. Okay, there we go. And now we have clothes. Very powerful. Probably more shirts. That seems like a thing that people wear a lot of. Maybe lighter. Actually, I know, two-tone shirt. There we go. That's how a shirt looks. Ugh. Okay. And then here, I'm actually going to do a little bit more where I'm going to basically take some of this color, do like, this one. Okay, we can kind of get that as long as I did like that. No. There we go. Okay. Basically just adding a bit more pockets of random variation, I think. Good enough. Well, yeah, basically fine. And because I have these organized differently, they look basically correct. And now I'm thinking, what do I want to do with his folded clothes here? Maybe nothing for now? Okay, so we got the generic rain clothes pile. This actually, I would like to do these, and I think these are going to be lower priority then. Okay. Yeah, I want another lamp. Let's say 32 by 64. There we go. Let's see. I want what exactly do I want for this lamp? Is this good enough? If I did a little bit of like this and a little bit of like that. And then I can have like a light here, and that'll just do... Oh, right, I see. I need to multi-sample. Good enough. Okay. Decor 2 bricks. Amir. Let's say lamp. Desk. 1. Let's just call it lamp desk. Okay. PNG now. Say lamp desk on. Okay. So let's go to our lamp. Okay. Lamp. Desk. Alright, we need to... Let's make this unique. Hang on, I need to figure out, Okay, so we set the texture here. Oh, but that's not going to quite work because we need to actually have, yeah, we need to change how this works a little bit. So we are going to need, our material here. So what is this? Billboard? Sprite? Billboard local. What? Why are these... Make this one unique. Hang on. Why did it do... Whatever. Okay. Environment. Decor. Duplex details. Okay. So now we can just put a little lamp desk. It's not anywhere to be seen. That's okay. Guess about there. So yeah, not as warm. There we go. That feels okay. And in real life there'd be a light here, but gets a bit janky with that setup. Well, actually, I'd rather have the lamp here, I think. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the lamp here. I mean, I guess there could be two of them. And then, like, one of them's off by default. Actually, both of them should probably be off by default. Well... No, maybe I want this here or something. Okay. We got our little lamp. Okay, so what do I want for art supplies? I want, pencils, markers. I guess that's fine. Okay, see, and I'm going to try to make basically a little mesh. Because I'm imagining I have some, like, art supply cups for, like, pencils and things. And basically, Yeah, they're just little meshes like this or something. Yeah, this will be fine. See, is this any good? I feel like it could be worse. Okay. Art. Supplies. And we'll just have, like, I don't know, pencils. Those are things that people draw with often. Alright, hang on. Container. Stuff 1. So I'm imagining like an outer layer, and then we get inner layers and stuff like that. Oh, sneezed. Okay. Feels like my thing is now suddenly, like, weird. Did my brush always, like, snap to the grid like this? It feels like it wasn't before. Ah, well. But we don't need, like... There we go. You know what? This will just be... Yeah, it feels like... It feels wrong. It feels like I did something. Did I change... Did I press a button and then it, like, did this? Ah, well. We'll do some other things. We'll do a pen on this side. And, like, gray. I think that's a color that I've seen for pens before, or, like, marker bodies. That makes sense to me. Some sort of green pencil. Yeah. We're going to be here for a while. Unless I just do worse. No, but where's the fun in that? Okay. Stuff 2. We need, like, colored pencils now. You know, let's just swatch in the, actually, let's get, a larger, about that big, yeah. Okay, that feels about right. We'd have, like, a purple back here. Thinking stuff 3, even. And then be like, I don't know, a gray thing. Some sort of saturated green thing. A pink thing. Okay. That feels fair. Then also, yeah, it feels like it wasn't snapping to the grid like this before, but yeah, okay, that's fine. That supplies 1. So that'll be some sort of, Right, 3D. Supplies. And then we need our whatever it is. Billboard. There we are. And actually, we could get a little box of pencils or something like that, but I don't care. I don't want to bother. We got so much stuff already. Surely this conveys the idea to the player. He's got pencils, he's doing art. And we can even put, dare I say, another one of these right behind it. Actually, let's just put one up here as well. Papers. Papers would be a thing that you would have, like, on your table. There's too many now. I made it uncool. There we go. That's probably fine. Okay, let's see how this looks in-game. Will this be good enough for me? Wait, also, where is the door here? Wasn't there a whole, like, door? Mirror? There we go. Wait, why did my... Oh, I see. I tried to mute myself, but Godot ate the input and then didn't do anything with it. Okay. Game crashed. Or froze? Or something? Or no, my controller just died. Hang on. It's either the cable or it's the USB hub. Because, yeah, I got new USB hubs, and I don't think they work very well. But okay, we need player find item from Q-tip. I'll have to make sure that that all works still. Did I get around this? Okay. I like that narration being much smaller. Now it'll be easier for me to frame frame shots. Oh yeah, do I need to do the car yard for this thing? I think I might. But okay. So yeah, we come into here, hop out. So yeah, what I'm thinking is basically one of the shots that we have in here. Oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't expand upward. Hang on. Let's go back to the player. No, let's go to UI. No, we need to go to dialogue, viewer, bubble. So yeah, I need this thing to expand narration grow direction. Horizontal, it goes left, and this goes top. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. You could unlock this with something small and narrow, like a hairpin. Didn't I get one? I literally got one, didn't I? Is it not called that? I thought it was called Q-tip, like, jokingly with the word Q, but I think it might actually be that. Okay. Okay, yes. That was the right thing. It can be unlocked with your store brand cotton swab. Yeah, let's unlock the door. Push the swab into the little unlocky thing. It unlocks, but you bent your swab. Nobody wants a bent swab, so you destroy it immediately. Okay. And now we got this. And we got our little things here. Okay, is there anything missing from here? I think the coloring is flat. We need the posters. That's the thing that's gonna cinch this. Also, why is... Hang on. Save that. Go back to the duplex. Load again. I think it's basically when it loaded, it didn't do it well. I think a big thing that I'd really like is to fix the shadows in the mirrors. That's going to be quite an ordeal, I suspect. And also to make sure the shadows are picked correctly, because yeah, you can see there, for example, getting the wrong one. Yeah, it's getting the one from across the way. Why is there... Oh, I see. The thing is busted. It's an okay room. Also, do I want this to be dimmer? Oh, wait. Real book does not, go all the way down. Wait, I just realized, isn't the real book a, actual, like, music sheet thing? Hang on, but I'm also gonna fix that. Let's go back to probably details, probably books. Oh. Duplex details. Wait. Oh, because it needs to be JPEG. Okay. Wait, that already applied? Cool. Okay. I think it's basically good enough. Do I want anything more? Yeah, because well, no, the texture on the chair is bad. And also, hopefully you're not hearing me constantly, like, accidentally pull on the microphone cable. Because I am doing that. But okay, we need chair sun. Because somewhere in here, deep within something or other, how do I even see anything? Hang on. Where would we be getting little gray pixels? Probably here. Yeah, because it's on top of this one. Wait, it's on this big rectangle. Oh, is that because it's repeating? Hang on. What if we disabled repeating on... No, wait, that doesn't work. Right, but let's check it. No, okay, that doesn't fix it at all. You know what, I'm just gonna get the UVs, and I'm just gonna pull them. Okay. I saw it there, actually. Okay. So which one is this one? Okay, yes. It's because basically anything that's on this line... Why can I not... Okay, there we go. Wait, what the heck is this? Okay. Let's just do that. Did the opposite? Oh, it's because this... It's not the gray, it's this texture. Well, let's just do the same thing on this side then. And that explains why it's not the full thing. Okay. And I don't like the, like, hideous peach color that I chose for that, so what I'm gonna do is, do, like, a gray instead of that awful, hideous, horrible peach color. There we go. What did I just do? Okay. And now... I can't be bothered to make it actually look good. Well, actually, I would at least like to have a little bit of, I think a wear on here. So, like... Interesting that it chose to do that instead of selecting the... Oh, because I'm doing this. Okay, so I want just a little bit of brightness. Because I'm thinking, like, put a little bit of texture on the seat, like this. Oh, so my stomach is starving. But our chili is 2 hours away. My brother's making chili, which is nice, because I made empanadas yesterday, so we can have chili with empanadas. And it'll be, like, good, basically. Okay. Let's see how I feel about this. Somewhere in here. There we go. I think... Therefore I am. Okay. Move this to here. And basically what I'm thinking is, for some reason this feels like a thing that's on a chair. Good enough. Though actually, let's do collision shapes. Yeah, how's this feeling? Feeling fine, except for the fact that I don't like whatever is happening here. Wait. Which thing was all messed up? Which thing had like a stray pixel? This seat. Okay, I see. What if I just delete this here? There we go. Okay. And now there's 1 pixel here. Yeah, now they're all kind of fucked up. What if I simply don't care? No. I do care. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink down the UVs, and also I'm going to make this not look like so shitty. I'm going to make it a little bit like more vaguely respectable. No, we need like a gray. I don't know why it's still brown. And then my thinking is shrink down all of these UVs. So here, let's do like... Oh wait, .8. Hang on, I just had a brilliant idea. Rearrange my furniture so that this is not super uncomfortable to reach all the way across my desk to my keyboard. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do... Actually, what if I did this? And then I'm also gonna grab some of these up here. Shrink them down a little bit. Actually, let's do that. Then I'm going to move this one like that. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. Okay. Make sure that everything looks good. Almost except for the fact that these don't seem to be in the right place. And then the little wheel, and then, or little bottoms here. I think they're here. Okay, how's that? Getting closer. What if we open our image and actually reference the image while I'm doing this? Duplex details chair sun. See, now what I can do is when we sample, which should be somewhere in here, closest. That didn't do anything though. Oh wait, no. It did do something. It just didn't look like it did it. Okay. Why isn't this one... Why is it like... Oh, well, whatever. Basically, the reason they're wrong is because I didn't set them up correctly. Okay. Anywhere else that's having issues, Hmm. Yeah, why did I put that? Oh, well. Okay. There we go. Now it's all looking good. It's all looking hunky-dory. Perfect. And also, I want this... Hang on. Yeah, I don't think I want that side. Let's get that. Okay. Yeah, so now we just get a little bit more contrast there. I was going to make that metal or something, but I didn't. And we can see a little bit of a color change at the very edge, because I think that's mip mapping, I guess. Getting like the average color of the whole image or something, but okay. Perfect. Good enough. Let's see. Yes. No. Okay. Hmm. Basically good enough. And actually, let's do, I'm going to say pencils, and I'm just going to put that as a could ship. Yeah, because I don't need it to be ultra fancy. Yeah, then the last thing to do will be gas station for our actual environment stuff. And then I'm going to say this will be half day. Okay. So we are getting close. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'm going to call that a day. I don't want to start on anything else. And it's been almost 4 hours. But okay, next time I should probably get the sound effects done in my off time. I'm really happy with this. Yeah, I just like that bookshelf. It feels specific, lived in, so to speak. I don't care for that little texture there, but, you know what? I got time. I can fix it. Anything else that I should fix while I'm here? It'll probably be fine. Don't need that. Alright, so where's that red? That should be... That's our brown book right here. Let's just do that. Did that fix it? Why did that not fix it? Huh? What? Oh, because I'm doing Amir... Okay, because I forgot. Godot, or Krita doesn't save any information about where you last exported your document. Okay. Now I'm going to call it done. Okay. Adjustment. Okay. now I'm done. And I'll be back tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Someday. Hang on, is my... Okay, there we go. My preview is weird. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, actually. And I'll be doing more of this video game stuff. So thank you for stopping by. I'll see you later.